Hi everyone, this is the Master Healer coming to you guys with a quick reading on Dr. Dre and Apryl Jones. I've been wanting to do this reading for a long time. And Dr. Dre and Apryl Jones. And more power to them. As I say, you can see like they've been dating for a while, and definitely I like their chemistry. I personally, as I say, I like Apryl Jones. I have to say I like her. I like her style. She seems like she's very mature. Now, when I look back at the past, you could see that she's been through a lot, and she's not perfect. None of us is perfect, but I like her vibes. I like her energy, and I saw an interview with her, and I watch her energy, watch her vibes. I think she did an interview with somebody recently, and I love the interview. I love how she speaks. I'm glad that she have a degree. She could fall back on and things like that. So I was proud of Apryl for that. So more power to you, Apryl. I'm all supporting of. I love to see my people progress. I love to see my people level up, and I always push that. I think every woman out there should find someone who could help them in life and who could level up. You don't level down. I always believe in that. You always keep moving up. Anybody coming into your life, whether it's a man or woman, that person's supposed to help raise you and help take you to the next level in your life. I don't care who he is. I don't care what color race he is. It's just life. You see that with a lot of different nationalities. People don't just waste time with people who cannot help them in life, and I believe that strongly 100%. I hate to see our people wasting time with people that cannot do anything for them, and I'm proud of Apryl and Dr. Dre, as I say, and I'm looking at them as a spiritual matchmaker. They are a good match, astrology wise. As I say with Dr. Dre, I believe that he's Aquarius, and Apryl Jones, she's a Sagittarius, and fire and air fuel fire. So this is a good match. I could see that if Apryl play her cards right, she could get a lot out of this relationship. When you're dealing with a high profile a man like Dr. Dre and these guys like that, especially these guys and them who know the streets and things like that, one of the things is not to be a yes woman, but you cannot challenge them. You have to be more, I would say, you have to be humble. You can't challenge. You can't play like you want to challenge these guys like that. I'm not saying that for you to be docile or something like that, but you just have to be. You have to be real smart. You have to be strategic with your how you're moving with a dude like him. But I see that if she really keep her business private, if Apryl keep her business private and do not discuss anything that what goes on with her and Dr. Dre, this relationship could go a little further. I see that thing. I see that he likes her personally. I see that Dr. Dre likes Apryl, and Apryl, she and him will get along. And I see that as long as she keep it like that, it will have longevity. If she start discussing her personal business with some of her girlfriends or anything like that, it's not going to work. And also too, Apryl have to protect herself, because I see that certain people will try to break them up. And sometimes, a lot of times, I try to show you guys a lot of things. I try to teach you guys a lot of things, especially for our black folks. I see that a lot of times, a lot of high-profile relationships. I show you the guys that with Rihanna and Chris Brown. A lot of people, the reason why they was fighting like that, because a lot of people would they to mash them up. So they had to fight and want to kill each other and want to think. I'm not making an excuse for Chris Brown. I'm not making an excuse for no man, because no man should be hitting any woman, and I don't support that. But I'm just showing you guys, a lot of times, even some people could comment on that. Sometimes a lot of people from the Caribbean, that goes on a lot in the Caribbean, that goes on a lot in Africa and South America. A lot of these cultures, a lot of people do witchcraft in order to try to break up people's home. Sometimes you have a good marriage, all of a sudden just so you see your husband walk out on you. Sometimes your husband just come just so it's like he like you see like a demon. I sure you guys could comment sometimes. You guys, any one of you guys who watching my channel, I always tell you guys, not everything is witchcraft, but when I see witchcraft, I will call it out. for what it is. And you see sometimes people have good marriages, good solid marriages, and all of a sudden just so your husband walk out in here. And it's not because the woman, the side chick, it's not like to say the side chick look better than you. It's like most of the time, like if the side chick look busted or whatever it is, that is witchcraft. Because sometimes now, if the side chick looking better than you, well, that ain't no witchcraft. That just the chick look better than you, and the man attracted to her. So some things is just common sense. You understand what I'm saying? No? So if you are a woman out there, whether it's Apryl Jones or anybody, a celebrity or a regular person, you have a husband of value, and the man have a lot of money, he have real estate, he have a lot of properties, a lot of investments and things like that. You have to step your game up. You cannot end up being like Lela Rochon, when Lela Rochon end up gain weight and stuff, and you had a woman like Eddie Murphy ex-wife. You understand something? You had a woman like Eddie Murphy ex-wife, simping around your husband. Come on. It's always see somebody who want to take your husband. You understand what I'm saying? You see that with Lela Rochon and Anton Fuqua. You saw that. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people, when I saw them, it's just common sense. It's obviously the man will be attracted to Eddie Murphy ex-wife. Come on. You understand what I'm saying? She look fit for her age. And I mean, she in her 50s. She look beautiful. She have a lot of kids. But she still keep her body intact. And Lela Rochon end up letting her body, you understand what I'm saying? No? She started slipping. She let her body go. Yeah, when you have a high profile, you have to look good. I don't care who you are, what color, race, this has nothing to do with that. It's just people sometimes we get too comfortable. You cannot get comfortable when you're around high profile a man, especially when coming to us. You understand what I'm saying? No? You have to step your game up. And I always tell all my clients that you have to bring a game if you want your relationship to survive, and you have to have spiritual protection, because a lot of people will want to mash up your relationship. I see that with a lot of high-profile relationships. Now, back now to Dr. Dre and Apryl. As I said, they are a good match. I see that he will like her. She's younger. She's young, so the relationship could go longer. As long as she keep all her business private, this relationship will go a little longer. Also, I see, and I'm gonna say this, and when you look at Dr. Dre, and I even tell a lot of people this, and I even had this discussion with a lot of spiritual people, and we all agree. Some of my spiritual friends who have the gift and have the talent, like myself. When you look at Dr. Dre, when he had got sick, when he got the brain aneurysm, he ended up in the hospital. And I told everybody, I said that was a spiritual blow. That was a big job that went down, a spiritual job. You have to understand who benefits when Dr. Dre, if he had passed away, God forbid, let's say he had died and passed away, he was going through a high profile divorce, right? When I look at that, what happened? It's no coincidence a man like that with that caliber going through a messy divorce, and his ex-wife. Now, I'm not saying that the ex-wife did this. I'm just trying to tell you guys read between the lines, because I don't allege. So I'm telling you guys read between the lines, okay? Let's say I have a high-profile client come to me, right? She come to me, she going through a messy divorce, like for instance, like with Dr. Dre and whatever it is, right? And the man have the resources to have the best lawyers money can buy, right? And stuff. And every time you go to court, right, you keep losing, right? And your money tied up, you don't have the resources to go up against that person. It's just like if a millionaire going up against a billionaire, the billionaire will always win because he have unlimited resources compared to the millionaire. Just like if somebody is going up against the federal government, it'll be the federal government. For you to really win against the federal government, you have to have at least 10 to 20 billion. You have to have at least a couple billion, at least 5 billion in order to go up against the federal government. Because they were trying to milk you. That's why some people always settle, because the federal government have time on their hand and they have unlimited resources compared to like a state case. A state case is easy to win. So when you look at Nicole Young going up against Dr. Dre, she was losing nearly every time she tried to turn here, turn left, she was losing. So let's say now Nicole Young, they come to a spiritualist, somebody that know what they can do in the spiritual world, and they want to use some spiritual justice. That is what I saw. I saw some spiritual justice that happened to Dr. Dre. Now he might be saying is high blood pressure and all that stuff, but people can do spiritual hits, spiritual jobs, and it can make it could manifest into a disease or a sickness or autoimmune disease, or even it could get a heart attack. Some people can make you get a heart attack spiritually. You understand what I'm saying? No? So let's say Nicole was let's say Nicole let's say his ex-wife, she was losing all these cases. I'm not saying that she did that, but I'm trying to say is that it's just common sense. Somebody did a big job on him in order to take him out spiritually. So to him, he might think it's high blood pressure and all that stuff, but he could see the man was fit. But sometimes when people doing spiritual work, it could turn into all kind of sickness, and it look like a health issue. But what I am seeing, that was a spiritual big job that went on. Somebody did it. Was to take him out in order to get everything go their way. So definitely for Apryl Jones, you see the kind of work that went down, and this man, you have to be extra careful, because I see that a lot of people is already jealous of her dating him. They're looking at her as a young lady. She don't deserve that. They trying to position themselves. It's all about money. If Dr. Dre didn't have no money, nobody wasn't have no time with him. And just any human being, as long as you are a black man and you have a net worth of over $5 to $10 million, or anything like that, or just even over $1 million, people are going to always be trying to see if they can get money from you. Just life, whether it's family, friends. Some woman going to try to befriend you, and it's the same way goes for a woman too. If you're a woman, you have a lot of money, and there are people going to try to befriend you and try to want to take your money in some type of way, try to scam you. Some people are going to come with fake love, all these things. That is why you always want to get a matchmaking reading to see. You don't get involved with a man. You come check with me first to see if this is real or not, and I will tell you the truth all the time. And that is what happened to Dr. Dre situation. He was spiritually, they wanted to take him out spiritually. Whoever did that job, they know what they was doing. But God make it happen that Dr. Dre had the resources to go to the best hospitals, have hired the best doctors in order to help him to save his life. That is what happened, and that's why I always tell people, having the right resources, having the right connections, and knowing the right people can save your life all the time. And for Apryl Jones, as I say, for her, if she end up in this relationship much longer, on a long-term basis, which I see that this relationship could go long-term. I see that it even have a marriage, could come out of the relationship. It all depends on Apryl Jones, how she played. There's some things I don't want to say, because if I say some people are going to do things different, it'll cause her to lose out an opportunity. So I'm not going to say that in a public domain like that, because I want her to win. I want Apryl to win. I hope that she could gain as much things out of this relationship. I'm not going to say certain things, but if she see this reading, she will understand what time it is. Play your cards right, you will gain. Also, I see that a baby could come out of this relationship. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say certain things, because sometimes people can do witchcraft for you to make for you to lose a baby also too. But I see that if she play her cards right, a baby can come out of this relationship. I see it in the future. I see that marriage could be in the future out of this relationship. I'm still not going to put certain things out there to alarm people, because as I say, I see what happened to Dr. Dre. So I don't want to put certain things, put people's lives in jeopardy from a spiritual point of view. But definitely that was a spiritual hit on Dr. Dre to take him out, in order for them to benefit to take, because as I say, if anything that happened to Dr. Dre, let's say he was to pass away, God forbid he was to pass away, his ex-wife would have benefit from everything. So I'm not saying that she did it, but you guys read between the lines and you can tell. And himself, let's say, as I say, if she was a client of mine or whatever it is, fighting somebody on that level, you would have to do some spiritual justice. It's just common sense, because you can't afford no lawyers, and sometimes you have to take spiritual justice into consideration, especially if somebody is if you have a bully, if you have somebody in a job, if you have a boss riding you, and you have your family to feed. You got to do what you have to do, and that is life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care what people say. You have to take spiritual justice into consideration at times when you're being bullied, when you're being taken advantage of, and you can't get the law to come on your side. You have to take matters into your own hands at times and do what you need to do. But as I say, with Apryl Jones and Dr. Dre, I see that this relationship could go long term. I don't want to put certain things out there because it could cause Apryl Jones to lose out long term. But as I say, she have a bright future ahead with this relationship if she play her cards right. As I say, when you deal with a man like him, you don't challenge these dudes like that. Because if you start to challenge them, they're gonna just get rid of you and find somebody else who's not gonna challenge them. I always tell a lot of my clients, certain men, you don't have to be docile. You have to know when to choose your battles, know when to speak up, know when to open your mouth. But when you deal with these men and them, you can't be too fussy, you can't be too naggy. You have to be right, balanced in order for it to work out. And you have to protect yourself spiritually, especially Apryl Jones. She needs to protect herself. You see what went on with Dr. Dre. Also, I see some other additional health issues that are going to pop up for him. He needs to take care of his health. I know he looked very healthy, but sometimes I see that he have to watch his health. And definitely, as I say, is a possibility. As I say, I see a bright future for Apryl if she play her cards right. If she's running her mouth, getting caught up, keep her with these young girlfriends. Don't have girlfriend. You see what happened with Portia and Phelan. Be careful, you women out there. Do not be bringing other girlfriends around your high profile husband or boyfriend, anything like that. Keep them far away. Definitely. But otherwise, I see that good things will come out of this relationship if Apryl Jones play her cards right. But definitely, they try to take out Dr. Dre spiritually. That was a spiritual blow. As I told you guys, they have to take you out with your head. With your head, people like to get you. See that with a lot of celebrities. I keep trying to tell you guys, they send you crazy. That job that went down, spiritual job that went down on Dr. Dre, as I say, his resources save him. And maybe he wasn't to leave, crossover, but his resources saved his life. He had the best care, best doctors, and he was able to bounce back. But I see that he will have additional health issues in the future. I see that spiritually, and he needs to watch his health. Apryl Jones needs to be smart, wise, and everything is going to work in her favor. And I wish you all the best. Please love, like, subscribe, share, and if she play her cards right, she could have a lot money, and I see marriage could be for her. But I don't want to put too much things out there because there's a lot of spiritual stuff that going on behind the scenes, and she have to protect herself. Be careful, because I see that a lot of female enemies trying to will want to mash up. So if she keep things low profile, like with how she going about it, dating him right now, keep it like that, it will last longer. Peace, love, and blessing. You guys like, subscribe, share, hear more from me soon. Bye.